Good morning guys, welcome back to a brand new weekly vlog. Please excuse this crazy tuft of hair that just will not slick back. I've just been to the gym this morning and got a really nice session in. It's been so nice to be back on it and in a good routine with the gym and just having that time again to focus on myself, like feel strong and just leave a gym session in like such a good headspace. So I am really enjoying that. I feel like we haven't had a weekly vlog in quite a long time. Well, I've vlogged here and there, but it's been very bitty, and you guys will kind of be all seeing it maybe in like one hit because I genuinely have had no time to do anything else on like the social media side of things. So in good time I will kind of update you and catch you up on what's been going on, but just a little life update. I am back on it with the weekly vlogs. I cannot wait to get into a good routine with these, and yeah, it's just really put me in like a good headspace. The last few days have been amazing weather and it's just been so nice to have like those autumnal warm like sunny days. I can't explain the vibe, it just hits so different, and I'm really blessed that I have quite a lot of greenery near where I live in the city. So I've just been going around walking, exploring, and just really soaking up the sunshine today. I quickly popped in as well to Primark to get a few basic items, so I think I will show you those now, just because yeah, I feel like sometimes those types of Primark trips are really in need, and I was in need of like some serious basic items. So I'll grab the stuff and I'll show you. Also, I hope you guys don't mind the sound of the washing machine literally going berserk. I've got like 3 wash loads to do, so I've started the wash loads as soon as I've got in. I just thought I would show you everything that I picked up in Primark on a quick errand run. There's a running theme here. I really have run out of basics, like real basics, like socks and tights and things like that. So just to kind of show you the tights that I picked up. Firstly, I went for some 15 denier tights. These are 3 pairs, and these were a little bit spenny actually. They were £5, but I feel like tights are needed. Tights are such a good basic to throw on, and I realised like how many outfits I haven't been able to put together because I haven't had any tights, and I totally forgot. I threw away all my holy tights before moving here, so I actually never replenished them, so it was a need to kind of go a bit crazy. So I picked up 3 pairs of 15 denier, and then 3 pairs of 30 and 3 pairs of 40. These were slightly cheaper. These were £4.50 each, so only 50p difference in the other ones. But yeah, I really needed to get my hands on a selection of tight options, because yeah, I feel like even for like dinner dates, evenings, events that I go to, a pair of tights is so important. Or like a work dress and tights. Or I've got a lot of like pleather shorts that I've been kind of pulling out of my autumn archives, and I've realised I haven't been able to wear them because I do not want my bare legs out on show, especially during the colder months, guys. It's too cold to be doing that. I also caved, and I was not going to purchase these, but I had to. I just thought they were so adorable. 7 pairs of trainer socks. These were only £3. I think these would be such a good stocking filler for Christmas. Like, I would love something like this. But they were teddy bears, and they're different like cutesy patterns. These are like blue polka dots, some brown socks, some white with some brown dots going on, some plain blue, and then look at these. Oh my gosh, teddy bears, adorable. And then just some regular like stripes with bears on as well. I just thought these were a little bit of fun because I really do tend to go for really boring socks, but during the winter you can kind of get away with it because you put them into boots, so it's easier to kind of conceal what socks you've got on. But I find you always take your shoes off when you go to like friends or family. They're like their homes and stuff, so I really like to have like nice cute socks that aren't holy and are a little bit of a vibe. So yeah, I picked those up. Then I kind of caved. I totally forgot that I really wanted to get some basics. And I nearly picked up this bodysuit that was £7, which again, I thought for the quality of the item, it was not worth it. £3.50, it would have been great. It would have been like straight in the basket. But I then saw these long sleeved tops and I decided, you know what, these are going to be much better value for me, and they were much thicker quality. So I thought this was the better option. These were £3.50. They're basically these like black scoop long sleeved tops. These are going to be perfect for tucking into jeans, smart trousers, like underneath a blazer, underneath a leather jacket. Just a nice base layer, and I haven't got anything like this. I've got one sort of grey item which I picked up from Boohoo. When it arrived distressed, and I didn't see that actually on the description of the item, and on the sleeve of the top there was loads of holes, and I'm not joking you, the whole thing has just come apart. So I'm really disappointed in that because it wasn't obvious. It kind of looked like it would be like this, and it had holes everywhere. So it lasted like all of 5 minutes. I've still got it in my wardrobe. I don't gravitate towards it because I just think it looks like I've not taken care of the garment, and I just don't like that very much. But these are super basic, £3.50, a dream. So I picked these up in a variety of colours. So I went for black, I went for grey, just to kind of show you guys the difference. I miss doing this so much. Picked up the grey. These are all in a small, by the way, which for I measured by like my height and, I think it was my height and size, or was that my tights? I feel like that might have been my tights. I picked up smalls because, yeah, I feel like these smalls tend to fit like 8 to 10 or like 6 to 10 really, really well. I picked it up in this like really light brown colour, which is super cute. It's almost like a taupey colour. And then I went for a mocha brown version as well. I just thought these are so nice, really tonal. I tend to stick to neutrals. That's just my style and like the pieces that I like to buy. I thought that was fantastic value for money, £3.50 each, so highly recommend. And then I kind of caved towards the till point. I always run out of these, and I think they're so handy to have for when I'm away traveling. So I picked up, this was literally £1, guys, £1 for a travel set. So I thought, you know what, it'd be really good to top up on my favourite products. I love the spray bottle as well. I feel like if you don't want to take like a whole setting spray or like a whole something, it just is amazing. Also as well, when I go away, I always have like a day where I slick my hair back, and I don't want to take the whole pot of gel. Like I use this green gel, I can't remember the name of the brand, but it's like massive and it's just bulky, so I can always like add it into one of these like little tubs here and just have like enough gel to get me by, or pop it in one of these little like containers here as well. So yeah, absolutely love that. And then last item, again, £1, hair ties. I needed some new hair ties, and yeah, just super happy that I could just grab a pair. Super easy. Just wanted to show you like basics of what I picked up from Primark. But yeah, I can't wait to show you the rest of the week. It is actually Thursday today, so it's going to be a bit of a shorter weekly vlog than normal, but I promise I'm going to document as much as possible. And yeah, we can have a proper catch up today. I've got some work to be cracking on with, so yeah, I think it's just going to be a homey, cozy day in my flat. Like I literally love this flat so much. It's my safe haven, and it feels like a home. But we've got so much to catch up on, so many updates for what's been going on in the flat, and I can't wait to show you more. So yeah, let's get on with the weekly vlog. About the state of deja vu we're currently in, because I feel like the last clip I literally recorded was me in this exact same space with my hair up and messy, my little tuft of hair not sticking back down, and me being post gym. So yes, it's Sunday today. It's a bright, glorious sunny Sunday, and it's currently 9:52 in the morning. I have gymmed, I've got back from the gym. I feel like the only reason it is what it is in terms of timings and just being back in such a good time is because the clocks went backwards last night and I totally forgot. I knew it was going to happen in like the lead up of the week, and I was like, right, remember to enjoy the lion, remember to enjoy the lion. I woke up naturally at 6 a.m, so that would have been around like 7 a.m. Summertime time, but the clocks went back. So yeah, I had that kind of feeling of I just want to get up, I want to enjoy my Sunday. It is beautiful, clear blue skies. It was a little bit chilly this morning, but it's really warmed up so fast. Considering it's not even 10 o'clock yet, it's warm outside. So it's going to be a really glorious Sunday. I just wanted to start this clip off. I'm hoping that I can actually give you some clips today, but we're going to be getting fully back on it with the weekly vlogs. Like I'm so excited. I have so much to talk about, so much to share, and just I absolutely, oh, I've missed doing this so much. Like it genuinely is my calling. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoy like whatever this vlog becomes. I feel like because I've done 2 tiny clips on the weekend, I'm just going to take it over into the weekly vlog. So the weekly vlog is basically starting on a weekend. But yes, I just wanted to kind of say good morning, show you that I'm feeling like in such a good mood. Honestly, hand on heart, cannot recommend the gym enough. Like genuinely, it was the missing piece in my life for a really long time. Like a good 6 weeks I was out of the gym, like not working out, and that was awful for me, for my mental health, for my physical health, just for feeling like I had, I don't know, it just restored a part of my brain that I was just missing. And yeah, I feel like I've got like my focus back, my drive, motivation. It's honestly crazy how exercise can bring so much to your life, and it genuinely is just an hour a day. Like that's all you need to do, just get that morning movement, get that daily movement in, and you will feel so incredible. So yeah, I'm feeling really good. I walk to the gym as well, and that takes me to like nearly 10,000 steps. So yeah, I'm feeling really nice for the start of today. I also have got into the habit now of having my protein shake when I'm at the gym, because it just is like a habit stacking trick basically, instead of just like coming home and having to drink it, because I drink a lot of liquids throughout the day. Like I have a Barocca, I have my Stanley Cup, I drink a lot of tea. Having this in the gym is just such a great way to get my liquids in, but also get my protein in as well. So I've been having that. I can show you actually the protein that I use. I'm nearly out actually. I need to get a new batch of this, but I go for the lemon and lime or the pomegranate. What, pomegranate? Oh my gosh, imagine if they did a pomegranate one. They don't, I don't think. What I meant to say was pineapple, not pomegranate, pineapple and grapefruit. That is like my OG favourite. This is like my second favourite, but it's still really delish. I'm just a big fan of lemony things. I'm really into my citrus. So yeah, I have that as I'm going to the gym, in the gym, coming home from the gym. It's just such a great way to get my protein intake up and thriving. Sunday today. I feel like the vibes are very back to school energy. Like I just want to get organised. There's so much admining I need to be doing, and I'll probably sit down tomorrow. And kind of explain what's going on and like where my head is at. But yes, I'm kind of in a bit of like a factory reset with my life, and there's been a few changes which hopefully I'll have the confidence to kind of address in this video, but I feel like it's important to talk about because nobody really talks about it. So yeah, we're going to touch on that at some point in this vlog, maybe not today, but yeah, basically what I need to do is just get really organised for the like next month ahead. November is going to fly, and as you know, for creators we have Black Friday. That's a really big part of the content creation process for us, and also Christmas countdown. Like Christmas is a really busy period, so I want to get as organised as possible. I need to start thinking about content I'm going to be creating for Vlogmas, guys. Yes, Vlogmas is coming. So yeah, I just need to get really on the ball with everything, and this week is going to be such a good week to kind of get ready for that. So yeah, feeling really positive and really great. And yeah, there'll be a point when I touch on everything that's been going on. I almost feel like because I backlogged so much content, like on my vlog channel, on my podcast, and I haven't done anything with it, it kind of feels stagnant to me, and it's just lots of outstanding tasks that, yeah, I really should be finalising and getting done and finishing off. So that's the priority, and maybe why I've been feeling like a little bit of resistance lately with like stuff coming in, things getting done. Yeah, sometimes you just have to like finish the things on your to-do list before you take on more work. So yeah, that sounds all very cryptic and a bit confusing, but it's kind of how my brain has been lately, just like really overwhelmed with just so many things I haven't finished off. But we're going to be prioritizing that. We're going to be focusing on dedicating time to completing things, that feeling of completion, and yeah, get ourselves ready for like the downtime that is winter. Like winter is such a intense time for like going inward and being very reflective. I've been really inspired by like TikTok winter arcs and things like that, like going inward, reading loads, writing, and going to the gym, like literally like working behind the scenes to get yourself ready. Like we're kind of like cocooning ourselves and protecting ourselves, looking after ourselves, nourishing our bodies, and then getting ourselves like ready to go for the next year ahead. So yeah, I can already feel that like wind down, and I love content like that that kind of talks through how to be really reflective, how to be a better version of yourself, how to like assess and analyze like what's gone well, what hasn't gone well, across everything, like fitness, diet, career, love, like the whole thing, friendships. You can literally do an audit on your entire life, and that is what I feel like I really need to do. So yeah, you'll probably see that in this weekly vlog. Also, I've really annoyingly got these tiny flies in my flat. I promise you, we are very clean people. It's basically since we introduced plants into the space, it has been a nightmare, and they're these tiny little flies that are the most irritating things, because they literally fly around your face constantly. There's not loads of them, but when they are around, they are very irritating. So I need to figure out if anyone has any advice on how to get rid of flies from plants. That would be great, because I've tried everything, like treating the plants, doing the like dish that has like washing up liquid and vinegar, that gets them all in there. But honestly, I'm like, where are these flies coming from? There's so many in the dish, and I don't really love it. I don't love it. So yeah, anyway, totally rambling. I set myself a timer so I wouldn't get distracted on recording and chatting with you. This is a really long segment, I'm sorry, but yeah, this week is going to be such a nice week. I have a couple of plans, a lot of home time, and stuff towards the end of the week, so hopefully you guys will have a really fulfilling vlog to watch. And yeah, this is another week in my life. Happy Sunday. The birds are chirping away. We have so many birds in all the trees nearby, because like we've got so many trees near us. Oh my goodness, I think that's magpies going crazy, I'm not sure. But yeah, stay tuned for the vlog, and hopefully you'll see me a bit more presentable throughout the week. Here's hoping anyway. Good morning guys, it's Wednesday today. I've just woken up actually probably about 10-15 minutes ago, and yeah, starting my day with like making a coffee. I haven't actually had my coffee yet, but I started to prep to make my coffee, and I popped on a Molly May vlog, so that's been sort of running this morning. I have also got a few like homey things I need to be doing. Like I feel like today it calls for a bed wash day. Like, do you know when you just feel the need to wash your bedding and just have a fresh outlook, fresh vibes? I really want to sage today. I really want to just get into like such a super positive mindset. I'm feeling super motivated. So I was meant to pop in to London today with Becca. She had a few meetings, and we were gonna like meet and work out logistics for a few things that are happening next week, but unfortunately I had to like cancel on her because I have so much to tackle today in terms of like a few backloggy items on work and just getting really organized with a few things, because next week is really busy, and it kind of means that I most likely won't be able to have my laptop on me next week for a few days. So I just need to kind of like backlog a load of content, get really organized, and yeah, just have a really productive start to like the rest of this week, but also into next week. So that's what we're doing today. I thought I could just like share this energy that I'm feeling this morning with you and get on a really nice high frequency together. So yeah, I'm gonna wash my bed sheets. I feel like that just does the most. It's like a really like naturally like easy way to cleanse your energy and just refresh, because where you sleep is obviously where you release so much of the day into the bed. Do you know what I mean? Like I feel like you just like release the energy, so it needs cleansing, and I really want to do some saging today just to kind of give the flat a once over and yeah, just really clear the energies. I've got some, I think it's like lemongrass, or what's the little like barky stuff, I've got it literally right here, so I'm going to do that this morning. Please excuse the fact that there is literally mess everywhere, and here we're trying to get rid of this rail, but it's been proving difficult whilst we wait for some furniture to arrive. But I've got my sage, and this is the thing that I'm talking about. I think it's sweet. I think it's like, it's a wood. I can't remember what this is. I don't know why my brain has forgotten it, but I'm going to pop it on screen. This is incredible, and I always love this because I had a crystal therapist for a number of years actually, when I was going through such a low point during 2018, and she would use this at the start of every treatment. So whenever I smell it, it just takes me back to a really healing time. So yeah, I absolutely love that. I'm going to do that in the flat today and just clear the energies, get ready for the rest of the week, and just feel super like high vibes. So that's what we're going to do, that's what we're going to bring today. I washed my hair last night, so my hair is looking very like fluffy. It needs a good straighten though, because yeah, now it's getting longer. I need to whip out the straighteners. But yeah, I thought I would just say good morning and let's go make a cup of coffee, because that is needed. I'm going to strip the bed now actually, get that in the wash, and yeah, we're going to have a really productive day at home. I can't wait. So we are absolutely smashing it today. It's 2:30 and I have been knee deep in just everything and anything. I'm currently booking meetings for World Travel Market, which you guys are going to see in next week's vlog. I do this every year. This is going to be my 3rd year attending World Travel Market, and it is a fantastic opportunity for the media, press, influencers, anyone who is interested in the world of travel. I feel like you kind of in some ways need to be an industry professional, but you can get in on and kind of via an influencer route. So I always think it's important to kind of share these things and not gatekeep them at all, because I went for the first time I think I went in 2022, yeah, December 2022. So yeah, I only could do 1 day that year. Last year I did 1 day. This year I'm doing 3 days, so it's going to be even more packed with meetings, networking, just leads for travel content and coverage. It's basically how I get content throughout the year, how you guys see these vlogs, and you guys get to see like press trip experiences as well. So World Travel Market is such a good networking opportunity, and I thought we could just kind of talk through what I'm doing to kind of prepare for it. I've also made myself a red berry tea. Red berry tea, since moving into this flat, has been my absolute obsession. I only really drink it now. I've kind of like moved away from peppermint. I still drink a bit of peppermint, but I'm mainly a red berry girl now. But yes, I've got my red berry tea steaming away right there. I can't wait to drink it. and I thought I would just talk through the process of World Travel Market, how I prepare for it and what to kind of expect. So World Travel Market happens at the ExCeL in London over the 3 days. It's always in November and it is packed full with exhibitions, tourism boards, there's evening events, there's events that happen in the evenings at various different, what is the word? Why has it gone out of my head? Embassies. A lot of embassy parties and sort of networking events are held, and it's just a great opportunity to network with people in the travel industry across everything from like tourism boards to medias, PRs, brand representatives, like the actual transport. It could be airlines. It literally is anyone and everyone involved in the travel industry, and it's such a cool 3 days of networking. So yeah, basically you sign yourself up as like media or press. You can go in as an influencer, or you can go in as a brand yourself if you're exhibiting. That is a bit of a different way of doing things, and I've never done that before because I've never exhibited at World Travel Market. But I go on behalf of the publications that I write for, and also as a social media creator as well across my Instagram and YouTube channel. So that is what I'm planning to go in with for this like set of meetings next week and this networking. So in order to get prepared, there's a few things that I like to kind of do, and one of the first things, the most important thing, is having a business card, or if you're going to do like a digital business card, having that all organized and sorted, like saved in your camera roll or saved as a link in your like internet browser, ready to go, because there is nothing more awkward than realizing you don't have a business card or running out of something. So I like to be on top of the game. I try and have a refreshed brand new set of business cards, which I went and did yesterday. I ordered a batch, 250 business cards for this event. I'm going to take them all because you never know. I think it's best to just get your name out there as much as possible. Even if you just get a couple of leads, I think it's just good to always be prepared. I tend to pack and be organized with like a notebook and pen and just have everything ready together for that. So I'm like making lots of notes. I tend to also make a lot of notes in my phone notes as well, so don't be surprised if someone is whipping out a phone and they're making notes on what's being said. I think it's such a good way to kind of store information if you work that way, and it's one less thing to carry and hold on to. Typically it's easier to jot down, but I do love to have a notebook handy because I feel like you get lots of inspiration and ideas and like what to do really. So yeah, business cards, notebook and pen, laptop if you can pack it, but again I think it's a little bit of like a silly thing to pack if you're not somebody that needs to be like glued to their computer, unless you're presenting something, in which case come prepared. This year I'm going again with Becca, so we're gonna like work out what we're gonna do, and I actually need to speak with her because I need to see what the actual logistics will be, whether we'll be doing digital pictures or whether we're gonna kind of go with more traditional stuff. I like to come with examples of my work in print because I think something more tangible is a bit more inspiring than just going with like a portfolio or just a business card. If you can show someone what it is you're going in for. And then this kind of brings me on to my next point, which is to organize carefully who you want to see, the places you'd like to visit, and the people you'd like to speak to, because you need to find out who's who, and it's just better to go in if you haven't got a meeting booked in with someone but you still want to make time and see if they're available for a chat, knowing who you want to speak to, because it will just make life so much easier. And yeah, it's something that I needed to do last year and I didn't really know how to do. The previous year I just kind of went to see what it was all about, so I didn't really have like the knowledge behind me to know how to network effectively. So yeah, this year is definitely a bit more organized, which is really nice. And then what I really want to do is have like a pitch deck basically put together, which is going to detail the types of coverage that I can offer, almost like a media pack, but also with data from my like social channels. So for example, my YouTube channels, the vlogs that you're watching right now my top searched content is always travel related, and it's really interesting how popular my travel content is when it has a press trip written in it. So yeah, I'll definitely be sort of using that to kind of leverage potential pitches in this next week. Maybe we can go over this in like a vlog. I don't know whether this is like totally random to wedge into a weekly vlog or not, but it's kind of just telling you guys what I'm up to and giving you a bit more of an insight into what's happening. But yeah, I'm feeling really organized with it all. I'm just currently dedicating like an hour of my time. I'm just going to do an hour timer. I'm going to sit and pitch out to the relevant locations and places that I wish to pitch out to. I've also had some other leads happen with some other bits of work, which is really exciting. So yeah, it's all slowly starting to come together, and at some point I will kind of catch you up on like what is going on with everything. But until I've sort of got next week out of the way, I think I'll probably do like a sit down and we can have like a catch up. Maybe I need to do like another coffee catch up, or finally do a sit down in my car and do like a Q&A, because the last Q&A catch up that I did was in the flat. So I think it'd be really fun to sit in the car again and do like a proper old school Q&A catch up. But yeah, I feel really good. I'm so cozy at home in the flat today. Like I've got my cozies on and like some nice like cream knitwear on, and I'm just enjoying all the autumn vibes today, and just yeah, feeling really motivated. I also didn't vlog it, but I managed to sage this morning, and I have finally remembered what it is that I was trying to talk about earlier. It was Palo Santo. That is the woody smell that I absolutely love. Like it's one of my favorite smells of all time. I did a high frequency healing session just to kind of permeate all the good vibes into the flat, cleansed the space of any like negative unwanted energies. Not that there's any negative energy that kind of comes into this space, but I feel like with technology it can do. So yeah, I just wanted to cleanse the space. I've washed the bed sheets, they're currently drying, and yeah, I'm just feeling like really productive. I feel like it's exactly what was needed today. So yeah, I'm feeling really good. But I thought I'd just catch you up on kind of what I'm doing at the moment and what's been happening. I can't believe as well, today is the 30th of I was gonna say December, it's not December, the 30th of October. This year is flying, like absolutely flying. So yeah, I just feel like I just want to be super organized for the last couple of months of this year and just have a really nice high vibe, high energy end to 2024. So that is what we're going to be doing. But yeah, I really hope you guys are enjoying the vlog. It's going to be a bit of a chatty one, a bit of a long one, but yeah, I'm just sipping my tea, having a cozy moment with you guys. I hope you don't mind. Do you want to be in the vlog?
I'll be in the vlog.
We've got a cozy meeting this morning. Do you have an Instagram handle? Can I pop your Instagram? Would you want to share it?
Yeah, it's just Hannah Poco.
Woo! I'll tag it on screen, guys, but we're having a little morning meeting, a little coffee. We've actually never met, so this is like a first coffee date. I love it. The vibes are very good. It feels very autumnal, and it's actually the 31st of October.
I don't know how it's Halloween. It doesn't feel very Halloween.
It doesn't, but it feels very like Gilmore Girls cozy, Gossip Girl cozy. I love it. But yeah, we've got coffees and cinnamon buns. Okay guys, I'm just about to head home on the train, but I thought I would just update you. Had an amazing meeting with the lovely Hannah. It was such a nice morning coffee at Watch House. I really recommend it there. It's so nice and the pastries are delicious. Once I get home we can have a little like catch up and a debrief and a chat. I feel like I really want to talk about my goals for the rest of this year, so we can sit and have a proper catch up. Yeah, I feel like it's just been a really productive morning. So nice to get out, like get a fresh face of makeup on and just get back into the city, because I feel like it's so inspiring and just like motivating. But yeah, as soon as I'm home we can have a sit down and a catch up and a bit of a debrief as to what's going on for the rest of this year. I'm so excited, like so many things coming together. Good morning, guys. I've currently got a headband on and I'm having my morning coffee. It is officially the 1st of November. I am so excited to start a fresh month. Last night I decided to sit in bed and watch a couple of like manifestation videos, a couple of my favorite YouTubers. I literally tucked myself into bed and got myself like a big Stanley cup of water, a notebook and pen, and started to write out all my manifestations for the rest of this year. And oh my goodness, it felt really, really good. I had like a crystal with me. I also last night did a LED therapy. I used my Omnilux LED mask because my skin has been breaking out a little bit. I will definitely be honest and say it's because I've been consuming so much sugar. Yeah, that is something that needs to nip in the bud because I need to stop baking and making things and eating so much chocolate and sweets. I don't know why. I never had a sweet tooth, but since getting in a relationship I have just developed this weird sweet tooth that I can't seem to satisfy. So yeah, I think that is something that needs to nip in the bud because I had to use my Omnilux last night because I had quite a few breakouts. But I've woken up this morning and they all seem to have disappeared. So yeah, I really rate the Omnilux quite highly because it just, when I'm having a bad skin time or I'm about to like erupt into like breakouts, I pop that Omnilux on and it does the job. Like I've literally woken up and my skin is so clear. But yeah, it's the 1st of November today. I feel so great. The birds are chirping away and there's just like an extra sense of a chill in the air. I feel like it's just, yeah, the frame of mind that winter is nearly upon us and the Christmas countdown can officially start. In my eyes anyway, November the 1st is the countdown to Christmas. So yeah, I'm just currently having an espresso coffee. I've got my favourite caramel infused Nespresso pods on the go. And yeah, I'm just cracking on with a little bit of work before I head home. I've actually got the dentist, which I will not be documenting, but I have a dentist appointment, so I need to drive all the way home and then drive all the way back because this evening I'm heading to an event. I have an event this evening with Banana Split. Now, Banana Split are an events company. I am really excited to meet the founders actually because they have run some incredible events you will probably know, including Sophia Richie Grange's wedding. So I am very excited to introduce myself and just attend. I think it's going to be fantastic. Also an event at Claridge's, you know, what could possibly go wrong? It's like the best backdrop for any event. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. I'm going to have like a sort of interim period in the middle of the day once I get back from the dentist, and I'm going to crack on and hyper focus on work. But yeah, I just thought I would update you, say good morning, and having my coffee. This is like my morning moment. I popped the radiators on because I just need like a little bit of warmth this morning. It does feel a little bit chillier today, so yeah, I feel like we can really settle into the Christmas spirit. Maybe in next week's vlog or in like a separate video I will sit down and we can chat all things Christmas and like Christmas plans, because I feel like that would be a really cool video to put out onto the internet. So yeah, let me know in the comments if you'd like to see like a dedicated Christmas planning video. I feel like that would be really, really fun and we can chat all things Christmas. And yeah, I've got to get starting on my Vlogmas planning as well. That's going to be so good. Oh, this honestly hits different. Anyway, I'm going to get myself ready and just enjoy my coffee. But yeah, good morning, happy November 1st. We're gonna have such an amazing month and oh, the Christmas countdown can begin. Okay guys, so I am back from the dentist, whipped up a quick salad. I'm having a Caesar with corn chicken and I've added in some like gherkins in there just for some added zhuzh to the salad. I'm literally in my Caesar salad era. I love it so much. I'm quickly going to have this and then crack on with some work and then get myself ready for tonight's event. Have you seen anything more spectacular? This is an iced clamshell with caviar. Wow. Oh my gosh. And ice menu for this evening. Ready? Excuse my nails, guys. Lightly. There we go. This is insane. The Cantic was very good. Oh wow, look at that. Champagne, dessert wines. Dessert wines, wow.
To call someone before an event, I had to queue up outside a red box. If I wanted to find a new venue, I had to look in the yellow. And believe it or not, I did. Because we originally called Banana Split Discotheques Limited. My first gig was for Rosalind Freeman's 16th birthday on the 1st of November 1974, hence this Friday night dinner. Hey Roz, I charged your wonderful dad Charlie £12.50. He paid me £15. As Dolly Parton put it, what a way to make a living. I was hooked. Less so when I became the warm-up act for the Radio 1 Roadshow and couldn't afford a bedroom, so I slept in the van and showered at the local swimming baths, which I think was fairly standard practice, cottaging practice at the time. Wedding. That party changed my life, as did the many parties that followed. Thanks to you both, we had some of the world's greatest nights. But what mattered more was your friendship. Thank you, Tina. Thank you, Philip. If I mentioned all my clients, trusted partners and support team, we'd be here till tomorrow. But please know how grateful I am to each and every one of you for your loyalty and trust in me and this business. I've been working with some of you like Rob Van Helden and my accountant David Davis for over 30 years, and I can't tell you how much that means. My team, Greg Barker and the beautiful Mina Vasani. More than a planner, and even more than the man who has taken Banana Split's talent beyond my wildest dreams. David, Jamie and Anthony are now directors and equity partners. And as much as I hate to admit it, the business works even when I'm away. I love you guys, and I don't say that enough. From starting off by myself in my garage, we now have 28 of the world's finest professionals, party planners, lighting and sound engineers, set designers, graphic designers. I've never been great with words. So let me just stick to two. Not those two for once, just thank you. 50 years and 50 spectacular memories for them all. And honestly, it's not about the music, the air miles, or even the glamour. It's about all of you and making fabulous memories. And none more gorgeous than my wife, Nicole. Mother of the super people in the room and in the world, friends and family. Thank you.
The dessert room. This is the most surreal thing ever. We are at the banana split station. I've never seen anything like this in my life. I would love some cream. Caramel sauce, butterscotch sauce. Butterscotch as well, thank you. Woo! Wow, oh my goodness me, this is amazing. This is probably the craziest event we've ever been to. This is the craziest event. We are in the food, sweets, candy dolls room. It's like we're in Austin Powers. We're in Austin Powers. That's how it feels. That's the only way to describe it. We've got these amazing banana splits. Yeah. We're in like a disco right now. Look what chocolates they have. Toffee crumble. Yeah. I haven't seen toffee crumble in so many years. Do you know what it is? More surprise after more surprise. And I genuinely, the vibes here are so good. Everybody's so nice. Does it feel like we're in Claridge's? It feels like we're in Narnia. It feels, I don't know, this is like we're in a movie, a real life movie. We are tucked away. It is unlimited bar. Like and you drink mango and all the food, and this sweet thing is like heaven. Right, we're gonna eat this and then we're gonna go get some more drinks and go for a dance. Yeah. Oh my god, I'm genuinely speechless. I didn't think it was gonna be on this level. I thought it would, but I thought it was gonna be a bit more like serious. This is fun. I thought the marriage party was gonna be quite like tight. You know what I mean? Like suits and ties. It is so fun. This is the coolest event that we've ever been to. We've said that together, haven't we? Check out Banana Split Event. Banana Split Event. The place, the choice for any party and wedding. Watch that space. Jan has, well, you can't really see Jan.
Wait, let me lower it.
Jan has the fire. I am actually kind of scared of the fact that I'm wearing a synthetic fur coat, guys. So I'm just going to go up in flames. We're just walking with... It's actually very warm.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
I think they're kind of... Mine's fully
This is
on.
Jan's first Brockham bonfire.
family who grew up in Brockham. Thinking of Fred and Chris, Norm, Jen, Margs, and the late and very much missed Janet Mile, who all lived and loved this wonderful place. Well done, everyone. Nice and safe. The fire will burn far better with your torches at ground level. The stewards will look after them. So there's 500 burning torches here. We must thank the Betchworth Estate for allowing us to cut the torch sticks, and the torch stick makers who make torches on a Tuesday evening for about 5 weeks. A team of about 20-25 bonfire people. Takes an enormous amount of effort. Another one of our tasks. So, thank you all very much. Well done, stewards. Well done to everyone who walked the procession. We now need you to safely make your way out. The fireworks over the last few years. And more and more people in the village want to sponsor a firework in Brockham. And if I had to read them all out, I'd be here till midnight. So while I'll still read some of these celebratory messages, we're also writing them. Well done, thank you.
It's a bit lazy not saying it yourself.
Caught on camera.
Stewards, bonfire stewards, please look out. 2, 1. I don't think they heard you. Let's try again. Not nearly loud enough. They're probably still asleep. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fireworks! As loud as you can. Fireworks!
When is it going to turn on?
Once more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fireworks! Here we go.
That's it, right? Amazing. Nice. 70 £1,000. 4 times just like that.
They're my favourite.
The next big ones, I want to hear a lot of noise. That's it, more noise.
Planets, look.
it's all these ones that didn't go off.
It's probably a circuit, isn't it?
We're just watching the last fireworks be set off that didn't set off. What's everyone's thoughts on the fireworks for 2024?
9.5 out of 10.
9.5, happy?
Happy.
Happy customers?
Very happy.
Mild evening.
Woo! There's quite a lot.
That poor sausage dog. Probably like, oh, it's all over now. I'll come back home.
Maybe. They like that
Okay guys.
Calls for a cup of tea now, doesn't it?
Oh my gosh. That is the first time he said that. Oh baby, look. Look. The fire behind us. Was that your favourite? Was that the best first bonfire night ever?
That was the best bonfire in the world.
And did you love the fireworks?
Oh, spectacular. Even the ones at the very, 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 very end.
The very, 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 very end. You can't really see us, but we're happy, aren't we?
We are very happy.
I love you. Yay!